Our moon. The moon was brought here 12,000 years ago. Our moon is in fact an artificial satellite. It is not a real planet. According to the Andromedans, it was brought here from Ursa Minor, from a star system called Chauta. This is why the Apollo astronauts stopped going back. It's because there was somebody already there and they were told not to go back. This information's out there. Okay, our moon is 9.1 billion years old. The moon did not belong to part of the Earth. It was brought here, literally. Our solar system has 8 artificial moons in it that were brought here. They can literally, underneath their own power, leave our solar system. There are beings living on it. The upper echelon of the world government know this. They've known it for a very long time. But they didn't want us to know because of the element of power. Earth has been colonized off and on for many hundreds of millions of years. The first race to actually chart our planet was a group from Alpha Draconis. They are reptilian beings. They're anywhere from 7 feet to 22 feet tall. They can weigh up to 1,800 pounds. And they don't like human beings. They were the very first to chart it. They were also the very first to actually have a small colony here 809 million years ago. There are approximately, today, 1,833 of these reptilians still existing inside the planet. They have lived here for thousands of years. They live thousands of years. Their bodies are not like ours. They live anywhere from 100 to 200 miles beneath the surface. This is where they are. It's all over. The planet is honeycombed with tunnels and caverns. There are approximately 18,000 what we know as grays between here and our moon. Now, the grays. The grays originally came from Zeta Reticuli 2. They got trapped in a war called the Orion War, which lasted 600,000 years. It was a galactic war between reptilian forces and human beings. What happened was they were captured by a group in Orion, the constellation of Orion, which is Rigel, Beltrax, Ursa Major, Ursa Minor. They were genetically altered there. Many of the females of their species were killed, so they could not reproduce, so they could control the race. They also genetically altered them so that their sexual organs would become atrophied, and eventually they just wouldn't be there because they weren't being used.
They can exist inside of you in the form of thought forms, in the form of negative thought forms. We've been so conditioned to think that aliens are green creatures that come down in ships and start blasting us, but the reality is far more sinister and horrifying than that.
The Greys, at the same time this was going on, decided that the emotional part of themselves, of their personality, was their weakest link. So they literally bred or thought out the emotional part of their bodies, of their character, which is why they have no emotion. They're robots. There are approximately 2,100 actual Greys, actual physical Greys, that have a soul, that are part of the original race, the lineage of the original race, in our solar system.
Greetings, children of the sun. We, the ancients, are here to assist in your awakening. We cannot intervene directly due to the divine non-interference law. We are only able to assist you by sending divine information and energy.
All the rest, virtually every single one that are doing the abductions on people, are clones. They're robots. They're not. They don't have an essence. They don't have a soul in them. They're robots. The Greys have a problem. They're dying. This is why they basically are here. Now we as a planetary race, offer them a great opportunity to possibly save their race. But it isn't working. The Greys themselves, however, have two agendas, at least two agendas. One is to save their race, and the other is to try to help us evolve. The Greys are controlled by a group in Orion. Now, the Orion group is made up of 9 different races. They are dark. There are some in Orion that are light, but those that are here are dark. They're regressive, they're into control, domination. They do not want us to evolve because we hold a polarity of third density. Third density in our spectrum of our universe was an experiment. We are an experiment. If we evolve to 4 and to 5 density, there's no longer a third density. Everything becomes light, which is what it originally was. Doesn't become this. It becomes light, even though it is light now. It vibrates at such a low frequency that it's absolute solid matter. Many have got addicted to third density, to the physicality of it, to the idea of, if you'll pardon my expression, a sexual orgasm in third density, forgetting what it's like to have a spiritual type of an experience, which is similar to it. Now, here's what happened. The Greys are not only doing this in our system, but this is also going on in 23 other systems in our galaxy. The same scenario, but it's not quite as bad as it is here. Now, the Greys have been totally controlled by the Orions. Since they're dying, there is literally no chance of them breaking free. In other words, the only chance they have to break free from the Orion is if we evolve. Because if we evolve, this being the neutral point, this being absolute positivity, this being absolute negativity, we are approximately halfway here. If we can evolve, it's not a question of just moving this way any longer. Because everything is in balance. Everything is a polarity. No matter how far you go into the dark, when you flip, you go exactly the same place to the light. So, if we rotate, if we can evolve, if we make the decision to evolve, we will literally move to this position here. Literally changing everything in the middle. Just like that. We will have an effect on everything in our galaxy. Everything. Now, there are wars breaking out all over our galaxy. Apparently, the Andromedans, the Pleiadians, a group from Sirius A, Arcturians, and a group from Tau Ceti did a study or some kind of a research project. And they decided the quickest way to resolve all of these conflicts was to change the vibration of our solar system. Because our solar system holds the polarity of Aurora.
Excellent! They haven't spotted us. COBRA!
They call us biological androids. Ray Kurzweil and all of them. Zbigniew Brzezinski. You are a programmable guy that goes and watches Olympus is falling and believes all this and really thinks you're a hero. G.I. Joe, great American hero. Yo, Joe. You don't work for Joe. Joe got taken over. The G.I. Joe command base is run by COBRA. Do you understand that?
Reptile.
Asteroids taking sides with the Orion Draconian Empire, which has a major Earth base below Dulce, New Mexico, a collaboration of sorts by the electronic collective mind which links humanoid and reptiloid intelligences into a master mainframe via psionic implants, still exists, however.
The sorceress of Grayskull is my prisoner, and her powers are now joined with mine. Let this be my first decree. Those who do not pledge themselves to me shall be destroyed. The new age begins.